I'm Lori. Welcome to my channel, Lori's Little Designs and Crafts. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so happy to have you with us. Make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss an upload. So today we're gonna be unboxing another kit from Diamond Art Club. I have shamelessly had this kit for a few weeks. I picked it up on its initial release. Please do not judge me. I actually have a back stock of like 10 plus kits to unbox with you guys over the next few months, so yay! But today we're gonna be unboxing another kit from one of my favorite artists, Margaret Morales, and this is the Alice in Roses kit. I'm really excited about this one. I love Alice in Wonderland. And this piece is just absolute perfection. I have her other piece that Diamond Art Club released that is also Alice themed. I did unbox that one on the channel. If you want to see it, I'll link it down in the video description below, along with a playlist that I have where I keep all of the unboxings I've ever done on the channel as well. So I'm really excited, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi, welcome to my drafting table. So here we have the beautiful box. Okay, so this is a look at the original artwork. Oh my gosh, I love this artwork so much. I love Margaret Morales' style overall. I don't own all of her pieces, and I probably never will, because there are a couple that, while I thought were really pretty, they just didn't speak to me, so I've chosen not to pick them up. But this is Alice in Roses by Margaret Morales. It is 22 by 30 inches or 55.6 by 75.9 centimeters, so it's not too big. It is a round kit, which is really exciting for me because I do not have a lot of round kits in my stash. On the back of the box, we have instructions on how to diamond paint and our kit contents. And then over here, we have some information about what's included. 64 colors, 2 ABs, 4 fairy dust for a total of 55,752 diamonds. So this is actually a really manageable size for me, I think. It's like half the size of most of the paintings in my stash. So I'm like really excited in terms of diamond count wise. So let me go ahead and crack this baby open and show you guys what you get inside the box. Okay, so inside of your box, you are going to get your canvas, which comes in a nice plastic dust cover bag. Diamond Art Club does ship their canvases out in this nice sleeve that is inside of each box. They are switching up the way their boxes are designed. So this kit came like this. If you buy a kit, it comes a little differently. You're most likely getting their new box design. I haven't gotten one like that yet, though, but I know they are slowly rolling them out. You also get a toolkit and a pamphlet that will contain your treasure quest card, if you are so very lucky, as well as your color sheet and some other useful information. So let's go ahead and take a look at the toolkit. So this is the toolkit that you get with your Diamond Art Club diamond painting kit. It includes a twist and pick applicator with putty and multi-placers, a traditional single placer heart-shaped wax, a stackable tray with lid and stopper, and 15 resealable baggies. This is the pen that Diamond Art Club includes in the toolkit. How this works is you'll pop this cap off on the end here, and you will twist it, and putty, or actually wax, this one is actually preloaded with wax, will slowly rise to the top of the pen. It is ready to use immediately. If you don't like the twist and pick application, you do have a normal multi-placer here on the end that you can pop out and swap in with a single placer if you want. I personally don't care for these pens, but I have heard a lot of people do, so personal preference. They also include a plate of additional wax in case you need to refill your twist and pick pen, as well as a plate of the normal heart-shaped wax. Just make sure you peel back this plastic cover before you load up your pen if you are going to use the heart-shaped wax. You're also provided an additional plastic 7 placer if you want to try your hand at placing more than one diamond at a time. This is the Diamond Art Club tray that's included in the kit. It is plastic, and it does have a lid that you can slide on and off, as well as a stopper that pops out at the end as well. A lot of people really do like these trays. I've tried them a couple times. I'm so sorry, I'm fighting a hair. It's my hair that's stuck in the tray. A lot of people do like these trays. I've only tried this tray once, and it was okay. I do recommend washing this with like dish soap or something, or wiping it down with a dryer sheet. It can be kind of static prone, and that was my issue, but other than that, it worked fine. And then they provide you a bag of baggies. You can use these to kit up, kit down, or store your leftover diamonds. Next, we're gonna take a look at the pamphlet that Diamond Art Club includes with our purchase. This is gonna contain our sticker sheet and hopefully a treasure quest card. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know if there's one in here or what rarity it is. So let's go ahead and take a peek. I'm really excited. Okay, so there is a treasure quest card in here. Let's take a look at this first. So, looks like this is a bronze. Yeah, this is a bronze. So treasure quest cards are a cool collectible, and they also act as an additional rewards program. Cards come in a assortment of rarities. They come in bronze, silver, gold, and black. And after you collect a certain combination and a certain number of those cards, you can go on Diamond Art Club's website and redeem them for different things like gift cards or even a custom diamond painting. I think they're so beautiful because they also represent the artwork. This one is a bronze, which is the most common rarity of card. I don't think I've gotten anything other than bronze. One day I will. It's very pretty. On the back, it also will tell you the rarity of the card. So this one does say bronze, but you can also tell by the pattern in the corners of the card as well. There's a graphic out there that can explain it to you. If you want more information on treasure quest cards, here is a QR code and the link to their little treasure quest section that can provide more information. So inside the rest of this pamphlet is a bunch of really good information. Up here at the top we have tips and tricks, information on how to use the twist and pick applicator if you need to refill it. Down here at the bottom you have kit content. Over here is a QR code to join the Facebook VIP group, which you can do after you make your first purchase. And then over here is a 20% off code through the app. And then the last thing that they include in that pamphlet is our sticker sheet, and I'm really excited to take a look at this. So we have the name of the artwork and the artist. Let's go ahead and open this up. Beautiful. So it looks like we have 64 colors in this kit. Nice. If you look at the bottom of the color list, you're going to find all the specials. So right here we have AB 666, AB 3348, Z318, Z437, Z817, and Z3865. The colors that start with Z are the fairy dust, and the ABs are the ones that start with AB. Lots of blues and reds. I'm excited to work on this kit. And then they also include a sticker over here where you can write in your start and end date. It also includes some stats about the painting along with a look at the original artwork. I like to put this in my diamond painting logbook when I start working on the kit. So that is our color sheet. Let me go ahead and bust out the canvas and let's take a closer look. Before we take a look at the canvas, I do want to give you guys a sneak peek at the drills. This is how they come. They come in a nice bag and all the drills are heat sealed. Just a little sneak peek at the color spread. We are going to take a closer look at these one by one. I just want to let you guys know though that they do put a sticker on this drill package with the title of the artwork and a serial number. This should match the title of your artwork, so that way if you store your drills separately from your canvas, you can match them up later. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. Okay, so I am ready to unroll this and kind of get a first look. I'm really excited, so let's go ahead and unroll this. Oh my goodness, I see details. I love this rose over here. Look at the detailing on that and the chair. Oh my gosh. I love kind of exposing it bit by bit when I unroll it initially. It's just like little sneak peek. Her dress looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, and her face is absolutely glorious, and that bow on her head and the flowers. I am absolutely in love. I really am. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this rolled backwards so it'll lay a little more flat for us. And I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to a pan of the canvas so you can look at some of these details a little bit closer. Okay, welcome back. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm obsessed with this. Like, truly, the details on this are absolutely phenomenal. I love this potion bottle that she's holding in her hand, and her dress just looks so good. I can't fit her in frame, which is why you guys got the pan over and whatnot. But the detailing on her chair, too, is so pretty. I love this. I love this so much. And I've seen parts of this completed, so I know it looks stunning when it's done. I can't wait to work on it myself, truly. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some of the features of the canvas, and then we'll move on to taking a look at the drills. So up here at the top of the canvas, we have Diamond Art Club's logo, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The edges of the canvas are poked and scalloped, so you shouldn't have any issues with fraying, which is really, really good. At the top left corner of the canvas, we do have a legend, and then you have another legend down here at the bottom right-hand corner of the canvas. Down here at the bottom, on the bottom left, we have a look at the original artwork, along with the title of the art piece, the size, and copyright by the artist. This is very important because this means that Margaret Morales has given permission for her artwork to be used and is being fairly compensated by Diamond Art Club. We want to make sure we're doing right by artists. Down here in the middle, we have a 10% off your next order from Diamond Art Club and their socials. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, there's some information about the lifetime warranty. Diamond Art Club also has the coolest plastic cover ever. So if you're seeing gray lines on the canvas, that's not on the canvas itself, it's just on the plastic cover. So when you remove it, you don't see those gray lines at all. But the gray lines are indicating where the perforations are on this. So if you don't like to section off your paintings, you don't have to. Diamond Art Club's kind of done it for you. And when you're ready to work on a section, you just tear it, and it tears right through there. They are 4" by 4" sections, which I think are like the perfect size, personally. If you don't like the perforations, you don't have to use them, but I think they're amazing. I have a bunch of older paintings, and I have paintings from other companies that don't have perforated covers, and I'm like, dang it. But that's okay. So yeah, I think she's beautiful. I really do. I love all these flowers. I'm seeing a lot of confetti, but I'm also seeing some color blocking. So confetti is when you have a bunch of color changes in a smaller area. So if we get a little closer to this rose, for example, you're seeing a lot of different symbols in a small area. That's what we call confetti, whereas color blocking is where you have a bunch of the same symbol in an area. So up here in the cards, like you have bigger-ish chunks of the same color. So I think I'm seeing more confetti than I am color blocking, but that's okay because I like a mix of both in my canvases. She's so pretty. She's really so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love her necklace too. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to take you guys through pretty much a drill train. So we're going to look at the drills one by one, and then what I'll do is I'll pull out the special drills specifically, and we'll see where those go on the canvas. I do like to kind of mute the audio when I go through the drills and overlay it with some music, so that way you guys don't have to listen to any crinkling plastic if you're sensitive to that. If you don't want to see the drill train, please feel free to skip ahead to the next section. I'll have timestamps linked down below in the video description as well. So let's take a look at some beautiful drills. Okay, welcome back from the drill train. I have went ahead and I have pulled out all the special drills that are in the kit, and we're going to see where they go on the canvas. We do have 4 fairy dust and 2 ABs to find. So the first one we're going to look at is the white one. There are 2 bags of this. Oh my goodness. Z3865, so this is a fairy dust diamond. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on this one because one, there's static in these bags, so the backs of the diamonds are facing outward, and 2, the tops of fairy dust diamonds just don't pick up very well on camera for the lighter colors, but I will try my darndest. So the tops of these diamonds are very opaque and glittery. These diamonds have a very subtle effect. They're very pretty. It's just very difficult for the camera to pick up the coating on these. They're one of my favorite types of diamonds, honestly. So we have 2 bags of the Z3865, which is a pretty white. This is going to be associated with like a little square symbol. And it's like in like all the white in the canvas. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. So this white and the rose up here, the tips of the white and the petals up here. Right here in her bow, she has just 2 little dots of that fairy dust. That's going to be really pretty. Some of the cards, like the card-esque background, the diamonds of the background. So like the tips of it here, and then like this big swath of it here is also that fairy dust diamond. The white through the flower here. She has big chunks of it on her gloves. So like this section through here, that white, most white. The bottle has a little bit highlighting it on the outside and then on the inside here as well. She has some of it on her dress through here and on the cuff of her dress. Down here on her glove, there's big sections of it, and then she just has like big rivets of that white fairy dust running through her dress. It's that stark white color on the canvas. It's just in her dress. And then over here we have some, no, that's not fairy dust. I'm lying. Ignore me. So yes, so it's all the stark white on the canvas. I think it's placed beautifully. It's going to highlight her dress and those flowers at the top of the canvas, I think, very, very well. So again, that is for Z3865, that white fairy dust diamond. Next we have Z437. So again, this is another fairy dust diamond. This is like kind of like a butterscotchy color. Let me see. There's a couple poking out there. I don't know if you can see the tops of those diamonds or not. It's very pretty. I do like it. So this is associated with like a little arrow up symbol, and I am immediately seeing it in her hair. So in camera, it's gonna be like the medium yellowish color in her hair. So it's highlighting her hair. It just has waves of it throughout her hair, just like highlights in her hair. It's also in this chair over here. So it's like in the center of the chair running throughout. It's not the dark color, it's like the medium-ish yellow color. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Maybe you can see it a little better. Well, that's as far as I can get. Okay, well, I don't know if that helped or not. So it is scattered through the adornments of the chair as well through here. And then let's look at the bottom of the chair. Let's see. I'm actually going to zoom you guys back out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's also scattered through the chair too. It's highlighting the arm of the chair and the leg of the chair. And then there is another arm of the chair over here, and it looks like it's sprinkled in through there as well. So those are the only places that I'm seeing that color. It's a very distinctive color on this canvas. Again, that is for Z437. The next special drill that we have is Z817, and this is a very pretty, vibrant red. And of course, there's so much static in these bags, but there's a couple that are kind of peeking out there. I don't know how well the coating is going to show, but it's very pretty. So again, this is a very pretty stark red. It's associated with like, it's an arrow symbol as well, but it's pointing to the right. And it is in the roses. So I don't know, okay, you can kind of see the differentiating colors through the camera on the roses, like the different shades of red, but it's really hard. So it is literally in just, it's highlighting all of these petals and all of the roses. So the rose up here has a bunch. This rose up here has some highlighting its petals as well. This rose also has that fairy dust highlighting its petals. The rose down here has some sprinkled in, as well as this one and this one. So all the roses have some, including the rose down here at the bottom of the canvas. That also has some of that red fairy dust sprinkled in. None in the bottle, surprisingly. None in the chair either. The chair kind of has a little bit of red in it, but none of it's in there. So it looks like that red fairy dust is just primarily in those roses, highlighting the roses. Oh, there's some in her lips too. There's a couple in her lips. That'll look nice. That'll be cute. I like it. Okay, so that is everywhere that I'm finding Z817 for that pretty vibrant red. Next we have Z318, and this is a gray fairy dust. I don't think I've ever worked with a gray fairy dust before. I like this one a lot. So this one is associated with the lowercase a symbol. Let's see if there's any in this bow. Okay, so it is highlighting like the inside of her bow a little bit up there. So there's some in there. Her choker has a couple just in the center there. And then the adornments on her dress. So there's a couple sprinkled in through this adornment, the straps of her dress through here. The belt of her dress has just a couple. Let's see, the cuff of her dress on her wrist has a couple. And then the bows, it looks like has some sprinkled in as well. And then down here at the bottom, the ruffles of her dress, there's also some of that gray fairy dust sprinkled through there as well. So again, that is for Z318, pretty gray fairy dust. So those are all the fairy dust diamonds that are in the kit. Next, we're going to take a look at the ABs. So the first AB that we have is AB666. This is a very vibrant cherry red. AB diamonds are significantly different than fairy dust diamonds. ABs have a very striking coating on the top. They're named after the Aurora Borealis, which is how they've gotten their name. It's a very reflective, and it's designed to reflect the color of the drill as well as the drills around it. So this AB is associated with the $sign, so let's see if we can find it on the canvas. Okay, so it is kind of tricky to see. It is the brightest, most red in these roses, and it is kind of sprinkled in the roses. So there's some through here, and then there's not a whole lot in each one, so there's just some here on the tip of that rose, but I'm not seeing any other there. This rose has some sprinkled through here and through, oh, you can't even see that, I'm so sorry. It's just sprinkled through here and through here. There's patches of it through here. There's more of it sprinkled through this petal here. This rose has some sprinkled in through the petal, kind of like highlighting some of the petal, as does this flower. So this flower has a bunch of it highlighting the petals and the roses. And then this rose down here at the bottom has some sprinkled in as well. So that is everywhere that I'm seeing AB666. And again, it's just sprinkled intermittently through those roses. You're not getting huge chunks of it. There's not a whole lot here. And then our last special drill is AB3348, and this is like a green AB drill with like it has a pretty, almost like a bluish green reflective coating. This is very pretty. This one is associated with the check mark symbol, and this one jumps out at me very, very, very easily because there's not a whole lot of green on the canvas. So the bright most green that you're seeing in the leaves of the flowers is that AB. So like through here and through here, there's a little patch of it here, a little bit here, a couple there, a little patch over there. Let's see, there's also some more right through here, that bright most green, some there, a couple here, a few there. And then down here in the greenery, there's a little patch of it here, a couple here, sprinkled through there as well. There's just a couple right there. And then there's like one or two like right through there. And then down here on this bottom flower that I keep having to go back down to, there's a couple sprinkled through here as well. So that one is just intermittently sprinkled through the greenery of the roses. Again, not a whole lot of this, but I think it'll accent those flowers very, very well. I think it's going to look so good. Truly, I do. I think every aspect of this canvas is going to be absolutely phenomenal. She's going to look gorgeous when she's done. So just to wrap that back up, this is Alice and Roses by Margaret Morales from Diamond Art Club. She is 22 by 30 inches or 55.6 by 75.9 centimeters, 64 colors, round drill that has 4 fairy dust and 2 AB diamonds. This is so lovely. I love it. I wish I could work on this one right away. However, it's just not in the cards right now, but maybe in the near future. Fingers crossed. So let me know what you guys think of this canvas down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did you pick this one up? Are you working on it right now? Let me know. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this video today. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would love to have you here with us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!